In the tranquil yet ever-turbulent village of Emmerdale, a storm of secrets, vengeance, and desperate choices is brewing, threatening to engulf its inhabitants in a maelstrom of unforeseen consequences. As the sun dips below the rolling hills, casting long, eerie shadows across familiar paths, the stage is set for a night that will forever alter the destinies of those caught in its unforgiving embrace. Brace yourselves, for the events of September 25, 2025, are about to unfold with a chilling intensity that will leave you breathless. The air crackles with unspoken tension as we find Cain, a man forged in fire and hardened by loss, grappling with the raw, visceral pain of his son's death. His eyes, usually pools of defiant steel, now flicker with a dangerous mix of grief and unbridled fury. "He killed my son," he roars, his voice a guttural lament that echoes the torment within his soul. The weight of his sorrow is palpable, yet it fuels a dark resolve. That is the last mistake you're ever gonna make. A sickening thud, a gasp, and then a chilling silence descends, broken only by the frantic cry of "Oh, no! Cain! Cain!" The scene dissolves into a blur of panic and desperation, as an unseen figure pleads, "Well, don't just stand there. I need you to help him." "Cain? That is a bad idea." The words hang heavy, a grim premonition of the bloodshed that has just occurred or is about to. Who has fallen? Who is responsible for this fresh wound in Cain's already scarred heart? The answers remain shrouded in the encroaching darkness, leaving a gnawing sense of dread. Meanwhile, a frantic search is underway for Caleb, a man seemingly vanished into thin air. Sorry, have you seen Caleb anywhere?" The question hangs in the air, tinged with urgency. The response is curt, laced with frustration. "No, I haven't. He packed me off to a meeting with the wrong information, and now he's disappeared." The implications are dire: a client cancelled, a business teetering on the edge of amateur hour. Caleb's sudden disappearance, coupled with his uncharacteristic venture on the Hepworth run to Rotterdam, ignites a fuse of suspicion. When has Caleb ever gone on a job? I don't think I've ever seen him sit in a truck, let alone drive one. The questions pile up, each one more unsettling than the last. What shadowy dealings is Caleb truly involved in? Has he betrayed those who trusted him, or is he merely a pawn in a larger, more sinister game? The enigma surrounding Caleb deepens, hinting at a web of deceit far more intricate than anyone could imagine. Amidst this escalating chaos, a glimmer of hope, albeit fragile, emerges in the life of a young man striving to stay clean and hold down a job. The path to redemption is fraught with challenges, as he's reminded, staying clean, holding down a job. It's a big change. Yet, he clings to the chance, grateful for the opportunity. His mentor, a steady presence in a turbulent world, offers unwavering support. "If you're ever struggling, you know where I am." This fragile bond of trust is a stark contrast to the betrayal festering elsewhere. But even in this small victory, the world intrudes. No phones while you're at work. A minor infraction, perhaps, but a reminder of the constant vigilance required in his battle against old demons. "This place could be the making of you," he's told, a promise whispered against the backdrop of an uncertain future. Will he find his footing, or will the swirling darkness of Emmerdale drag him back into its depths? The drama intensifies as a tense standoff unfolds, a chilling negotiation between life and death. "I can't do anything with you threatening me," a desperate plea, met with a chilling retort. "What, a good soldier boy like you? Course you can. The stakes are impossibly high. I just saved your life. You did that for yourself and Ruby. You should be thanking me." The lines blur between rescuer and tormentor, as a twisted proposition is laid bare: "We can still make this work. If we go back to the original plan, no one goes to jail, nobody dies. We can all just get on with our lives." But the shadow of murder looms large. You getting away with murder? "I keep telling you. Nate was an accident." Unlike Anthony, the revelation is a gut punch, adding a layer of cold-blooded calculation to the already volatile situation. The clock is ticking on a damning email, a digital sword of Damocles hanging over someone's head. Won't be long till the police start digging. Literally. The ground itself threatens to reveal its dark secrets. This clandestine meeting, fraught with danger, is a desperate attempt to manipulate and control, to escape the inescapable consequences of past actions. Will this perilous pact hold, or will it unravel, dragging everyone involved into a deeper abyss? Meanwhile, a tender, fragile moment unfolds at the hospital, where a loved one is recovering, a stark contrast to the escalating violence outside. "Thought you were escaping today. Mom." "Oh, sorry. Bad choice of words." The light-hearted banter is a thin veil over deeper anxieties. "Charity's coming to pick me up once the consultant's been through." The concern for her well-being is evident, as her mother fusses over her, wanting her to come and stay with her at the pub. The young woman, weary but resilient, sighs, admitting, "Last thing you need right now is me moaning." But her friend offers a comforting perspective. At least that way, we know that things are getting back to normal. It's over. That's all that matters. The conversation turns to Robert, a name that brings a flicker of complicated emotions. You could always give Robert a call. I know how much that cheers you up. But the door to that chapter seems firmly closed. Well, that's not gonna happen, is it? I made that very clear to him the other day. Yet, a hint of longing remains, a wistful "I really miss your cute little smile. So just promise me that you won't rule anything out." The delicate dance of past affections and present resolve plays out, leaving a bittersweet echo in the hospital room. The chaotic energy of daily life clashes with profound anxieties as Charity grapples with the demands of motherhood and the lingering shadow of a difficult past. "Moses. Get a move on, please," she calls out, her voice a mix of exasperation and affection. The challenge of a useless dad who's supposed to be picking him up adds another layer of stress. The dental appointment, a mundane necessity, becomes a comedic interlude amidst the unfolding drama, with a playful "wow, get a mint down you." Then, a sudden, unexpected arrival, knock, knock. Finally. "Don't you ever answer your phone?" Ross, late and stressed, is met with Charity's blunt assessment, "You're late, Ross." The tension is palpable. The topic shifts to the baby, a delicate subject that highlights their strained relationship. Yeah, and that's not good for the baby. Charity's request for alcohol-free beers and biscuits for Mac's homecoming reveals a desperate attempt to create a semblance of normalcy, a full red carpet treatment for a man who has faced unimaginable horrors. The children's innocent desire to come with you to pick up Mac, and their longing for a proper family with no more falling out, underscores the fragility of their current situation. The promise of "we all do. And it will, okay?" promise, is a fragile hope in a world that seems determined to tear them apart. Back in the clutches of menacing figures, a prisoner begins to stir, his awakening met with chilling nonchalance. Grunting, "Are you sure this is necessary?" He's starting to come around. The reply is cold, calculated, "I'm not sure he'll be thinking as clearly as you when he does." The disturbing nature of their actions is justified under the guise of looking out for your family, a twisted logic that chills to the bone. "We need to get a move on. Jeez. Look. Are you sure he's gonna be okay?" The concern is dismissed with a chilling certainty. "He'll be fine, other than a headache. Now come on." Grab his phone. Unless you want him calling Moira or the police. The forced complicity is complete as the phone is seized. "I'm sorry, mate." And then, the ultimate symbol of control and threat, "and the gun." "Yeah, right. You need to start trusting me." The words are a cruel mockery, demanding trust while wielding instruments of fear. The thought of customs and a hidden gun adds another layer of immediate danger. The journey to Rotterdam, fraught with peril, becomes a desperate race against time, a test of allegiances and a gamble with fate. "How do I know you're not gonna send that email anyway?" The question hangs heavy, pregnant with suspicion. "Because I'm a man of my word. And I will tell you where Anthony's body is as soon as we get there. It's all I've got." The revelation of Anthony's body, a chilling bargaining chip, transforms this journey into a horrifying quest for truth, a desperate attempt to uncover the secrets buried beneath layers of deceit and violence. At the local surgery, an unsettling calm has descended, a prelude to a brewing storm. "Claudette, hi, I'm just on a break. I won't be a minute. But the news is grim." "No need, your next 2 patients have cancelled. Dr. Sharma sent me over to let you know." The cancellations are a stark indicator of a deeper malaise, a crisis of trust brought on by whispers and rumors. "Oh. Word must be spreading. I mean, what do they think we're gonna do to them?" The response is chillingly direct. "Well, it's more what you've done already. Not you, obviously. But socials are going mad." The insidious power of social media to spread fear and doubt is on full display. The ominous moniker Dr. Death has taken hold, fueled by morbid speculation. No one knows if they were actually ill or if it was just Dr. Death bringing it on so he could save him. Dr. Kavanagh, caught in the crosshairs, tries to remain composed, but the pressure is mounting. Monpreet was right. We could have a real problem here. The CQC won a full report. The audit of medical supplies, a necessary safeguard, now feels like a desperate measure to stem the tide of suspicion. The doctor's personal struggles, an unbooked appointment with Dr. Sharp, are pushed aside in the face of this professional crisis. The tension is palpable, a quiet anxiety before a public storm, threatening to shatter reputations and careers. In a surprisingly light-hearted, yet still tense, interlude, a flicker of ambition and opportunity emerges amidst the shadows. Here he is. At the workers. The greeting, initially mistaken for a dig, quickly gives way to a surprise. "Got a surprise for you. You're giving me a car?" "No, but I am gonna teach you how to drive." "No way." Exciting, right? The offer is not without its caveats. A borrowed old banger still works, But the underlying intention is clear, to help the young man gain independence and clear his debt. I'm not doing anything dodgy for you, alright, at the depot. So you can stick your driving lessons. The initial resistance is met with a persuasive argument. If you get your license, you can start driving for them. All legit. But it also means you get paid more. Clear that debt quicker. Surely you can see that makes sense. The prospect of a better future, a chance to escape the clutches of his past, slowly begins to take hold. Yeah, I guess. The mentor, ever supportive, reinforces his belief. Good. I'm on your side, remember? But I ain't even got a provisional. The solution is pragmatic, yet skirts the edges of legality. Well, who's gonna catch us around here? Come on, D-man. I'm trying to do you a favor. This unexpected opportunity, a chance at a fresh start, offers a ray of hope in an otherwise bleak landscape, but the path to true independence remains a treacherous one. Just as a sliver of hope appears, the looming threat of the authorities casts a long shadow. Hey! Alright. There you go. Thank you, sir. Just need you to pull over to the side from me and get out of the truck. A routine check, a seemingly innocuous request, sends a jolt of anxiety through the narrative. Is there something wrong? Routine check. Nothing to worry about. The words are meant to reassure, but they only heighten the tension. Okay. Alright, anything in here that you need to declare or that I need to be made aware of? No. The inspection proceeds, meticulously, each box counted, each destination confirmed. Looks like we've got 30 boxes, all heading to Rosenberg, South Holland. Consignment number GB. The mundane details are a sharp contrast to the underlying danger. A brief interruption, a barking dog, a touchy subject about a lost pet, and then, the all clear. Right, then, that's us done. Lane 2 when you're ready. Cheers. The relief is palpable, but the encounter serves as a stark reminder of the ever-present risk, the constant threat of discovery. The journey continues, but the shadow of suspicion lingers, a silent companion on the road to Rotterdam. Back in the heart of Emmerdale, a heartfelt homecoming attempts to mend fractured bonds. Charity, right, come on, you. Take it easy. Sarah, hey. Hey, trouble. Ta-da. Ah. Wow, when did you do that? I just borrowed it from Sam. Wanted to give you a proper family welcome home. The efforts to create a warm, welcoming atmosphere are evident, with a proper family welcome home and the promise of a take-out feast. Aww. And, hey, I thought we could do a take-out tonight. Curry or pizza, whatever. Your call. The door opens, and Mac appears, a figure of resilience after his ordeal. Mac. Hello, mate. You okay? I missed you. I thought you were gone forever. His strength is acknowledged, albeit with a dark humor. He's like Terminator. Shot with a crossbow, locked in a bunker. Mac, touched by the genuine concern, expresses his own deep emotions. I really missed you. I was thinking about you the whole time. It was the only thing that got me through. The return to normalcy, even a temporary one, is a balm for their wounded souls. A playful challenge of Ninja Knights becomes a symbol of their desire to reconnect, to rediscover the joy of shared moments. Yeah, well, maybe we could have a game now? Yeah? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. One game. The children's innocent joy and their yearning for a proper family with no more falling out underscore the hope that this reunion will finally bring peace. That's definitely the plan. Good, because I want my baby to have a proper family. We all do. And it will, okay? Promise. The promises are whispered, a hopeful mantra against the lingering uncertainties. However, the shadow of past mistakes continues to loom large, even amidst the joy of reunion. How was the dentist? Told him you can eat mints instead of brushing your teeth. You can see why they get paid so much. Okay. Thank you. The mundane details of childhood are a stark contrast to the adult anxieties that plague them. I've been doing a bit of research about how soon is too soon for a paternity test. And it turns out. Okay, yes, I know. Okay? And it's booked in. The urgency for a paternity test is palpable, driven by a desire to bring closure and allow everyone to rebuild our lives. I want this sorted as much as you do, Ross, okay? So that Sarah and Jacob can continue and get excited about having their baby, and me and Mac can rebuild our lives. Okay? You got that? Ross, ever the skeptic, offers a cynical well, let's hope so, for all our sakes. The appointment for a cheek swab, a simple procedure, becomes a loaded event, with Ross insisting, I'm coming with you. Make sure nothing gets missed. The underlying distrust is a bitter pill to swallow, a reminder that even the hope of a fresh start is tainted by past betrayals. Back on the road, the driving lessons continue, a desperate attempt at forward momentum. Yes, you can. It's fine when you get going. In fact, I might book you onto one of those intensive courses. You can get your license in, like, a week, if you have your theory. What? On me? I know someone who'll do us a good deal. No, you can't. That's way too much, Ray. The generosity is overwhelming, a lifeline offered in a moment of need. Well, it's lucky I believe in you, then, isn't it? Come on, kid. Remember why you're doing this. Have some enthusiasm. The belief in his potential, the promise of a better future, is a powerful motivator. Is that a yes? All right, yeah, yes. Okay. Into neutral. Start the engine again. The small victory of mastering the car's controls is a symbolic step towards taking control of his own life. This fragile sense of progress is a beacon in the darkness, a testament to the human spirit's ability to find hope even in the most challenging of circumstances. In the familiar setting of the pub, another wave of anxiety washes over Ches, as she prepares for Aaron's homecoming. Pint, please. How's Aaron? Yeah, they say that he might be able to come home tomorrow. The news is welcome, but it comes with a caveat. He's gonna be stopping here for a bit, so I need you to keep your distance. The strained relationships and lingering resentments are palpable. Don't worry. I already got the memo, remember? Promise me. I want Aaron to recover as much as you do, Charles, and I know where I stand. I promise. The promises are made, but the underlying tension remains. The arrival of another character. Hey! What time are you heading back to the hospital? Well, as soon as Mary gets here. She's gonna cover for a bit, adds to the sense of frantic movement and unspoken worries. The concern for Aaron's emotional well-being upon returning to the village, with all the memories of John everywhere, and everyone gossiping, is a poignant reminder of the burdens he carries. The doctor's own stress. Oh, it's just this report I need to do for work. Actually, there are a couple of things I need to check with Monpreet. I'll see you later, hints at the ongoing professional crisis. The arrival of a concerned villager. Doc? Can I just have a quick word? Only, see, John did an ECG for me a couple of weeks back. Just routine. And he said everything was fine. Right. And? Well, I need a second opinion on it. You know, from someone that knows what they're doing, highlights the erosion of trust in the medical community, adding another layer of complexity to the already strained atmosphere. The public setting for such a sensitive discussion leads to a sharp reprimand, so don't do it in the pub. I will personally check your results in the morning. The pressure on the doctors is immense, caught between their professional duties and the public's anxieties. The most shocking twist unfolds as the journey to Rotterdam reaches its peak, revealing a profound act of unexpected compassion and betrayal. Right, you better make yourself comfortable. You won't be moving now till we get to Rotterdam. Then, once we get there, I'll be stopping at the first service station. I'll go for a coffee. That's when you disappear. The plan is laid out with chilling clarity, a one-way ticket to oblivion. Can't you at least take me as far? No. I want you gone. For good. Do you understood me? Good. Hold on. I am grateful. What's that? Is that Anthony? The sudden interjection, the mention of Anthony, is a jolt, an unexpected turn in the narrative. And I've stopped the email. I don't believe you. Well, I assumed you'd want to see for yourself. And gone. The email, the damning evidence, is deleted, a shocking act of unexpected mercy. I don't understand. Why? Why are you doing this now before we've even set off? Because trust works both ways. Now, I have made some mistakes, but I am not a bad person. And I know. Cain will never believe that, but hopefully you can. The confession is raw, a desperate plea for understanding from a man who has made unforgivable choices. Caleb's scoff is a bitter acknowledgement of the depth of their fractured relationship. I don't want to think about you ever again. You're dead, as far as I'm concerned. The words are a cruel dismissal, a final severing of ties. Then, a whispered request, heavy with remorse and regret, tell Aaron I'll always love him. Please. Please tell Cain. I didn't mean for it to happen. The confession, a desperate attempt at absolution, hangs heavy in the air. The chilling reply, better hope he can forgive you, is a grim pronouncement of the insurmountable chasm between them. A grunt, an exhale, and then the ominous sound of an ignition. The truck lurches forward, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a chilling sense of dread. The fate of the characters remains suspended, caught in a web of violence, deceit, and the faint, flickering hope of redemption. The episode ends, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, desperate for the next installment of this gripping Emmerdale saga. Below is the English translation of the provided text, preserving every detail and nuance without omitting anything. The village of Emmerdale, once serene and heart-wrenchingly peaceful under the glow of a radiant sunset, swiftly transformed into a stage for tragedy and buried secrets. The air was thick with tension, like a taut violin string stretched to its breaking point, ready to snap at any moment.